Hello, welcome to Afaan Oromoo Learning. I am your Afaan Oromoo teacher, and today's lesson will be about how to say various greetings in Afaan Oromoo. Let's start off with the most simple greeting, which is hello. In Oromifa, this is akkam. Again, it's pronounced a-kam, akkam. How are you is very similar, which is akkam jirta. Akkam jirta. Akkam jirta. Yes, you would include the akkam in saying akkam jirta, even if you're not saying hello again. It's a little confusing, but we won't get into the technicalities of the grammar in this video. However, if you wanted to make this phrase plural so as to say you are asking more than one person how they are, you would say akkam jirtu with a U instead of akkam jirta with an A. Again, for plural, it's akkam jirtu. There are other ways of saying how are you as well. For example, you could say naga keti, naga keti, naga keti. Naga means peace and keti means yours. So naga keti literally translates to asking if you have peace. To make it plural, you would say naga kesani. Naga kesani. Naga kesani. This is for plural. A very similar variation of naga keti is saying nagara, naga a, nagara. This more so translates to asking if you're at peace rather than if you have peace, but they mean the same thing when spoken. I would say this is also slightly more casual than the former variation, but they're used very interchangeably. Another common way of asking how someone is vaya keti. Vaya keti. Vaya keti. Vaya means health, and keti again means yours. So this is basically asking if you are of good health. But this phrase usually is just used as a general way to ask someone how they are. When asking more than one person, to make it plural, it would simply change to vaya kesani, vaya kesani, vaya kesani. Similar to nagara, there is also vayara, vaya a, vayara. This also means the same thing as vaya keti, so you could use it interchangeably with vayara. To respond to someone asking you how you are, it's usually done through two phrases. When responding to akkam jirta and naga keti or nagara, people usually say naga koti. Naga koti. Naga koti. Naga again means peace and koti means mine. Not to be confused with KT, which means yours. Kind of funny, but when someone asks you naga keti and you respond by saying naga koti, it's kind of like them asking you if you have peace and you respond by saying you do have peace. Another way you could go about responding to this is by saying ani nagara. Ani nagara. Ani nagara. Ani means I, and you already know what the second part is. So this is sort of saying I'm at peace. However, if someone asks you vaya keti, you generally wouldn't use these responses. Instead, you would primarily say vaya koti. Vaya koti. Vaya koti. Or for another option, you could say ani vayara. Ani vayara. Ani vayara. After someone has kindly asked you how you are, it's probably polite to ask them too how they are by saying, how about you? To say how about you in Afaan Oromoo, it's one word, It's ato, a-to, ato. So, if you want to say, how about you? How are you? You would say, ato akkam jirta. Now, these greetings that we've covered in this video are definitely not all there is in Afaan Oromoo. Just like in English, you have a ton of other greetings that you can use, but if you know these few greetings, you should get along pretty well speaking Afaan Oromoo. I know this seems like a lot at first, but you can start from just mastering one response and answer and build on from there. If you have any more questions about what we've covered in this video, please don't hesitate to comment down below. And if you have anything else that you'd like to see from this channel, please also comment that down below. Again, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.